Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a guide and tutorial about how to do the new casino heists, alright? As you guys know, this is part of the DLC that dropped out, and we're going to be starting this from when you already have your arcade set up. So let's assume that you've already went to the L on the map for Leicester, you've already bought your arcade, and then now you have the ability to get your heist set up. Once you do those two things, you go talk to Lester in the map somewhere, and then you buy your arcade. Now you have access, and you can go on down and start your heist. Now, the first heist will be free. It's like kind of like a walkthrough, but after that, you'll have to pay a setup fee, which is what you just saw right there. You're going to have 3 whiteboards down in your arcade basement. That'll be for your setup, your prep, and your heist. And these whiteboards right here give you a myriad of options of things to do. Okay, everything that you see with a post-it on it that has a little asterisk, that means that is a mandatory task. You have to do those. If you look to the right of the to-do list, you have optional tasks, and then that'll be in blue, and below that you're going to have, points. A POI is a point of interest scoped out, and then extras. These are things that you're going to find around the map that will help you out. Everything that you do that's optional or that are extras, that will help your heist and make it easier. Now, you have to pay for it though. You have to literally pay money, or you'll have to pay in regard to the time that it takes to get them. But I do recommend doing those at the beginning so you can get through the heists, and then after you start getting comfortable with them, you'll be able to not have to use those. Now, some things that you purchase, like the casino little model, the mock-up, and the keypad to practice, those are going to stay with you forever, okay? You'll always be able to keep those. But for the heists, what you're doing with these, it's going to be dependent on the approach, and we'll get to that in just a minute here. Now, as you see right here, are you sure you want to purchase the casino model? That model is $130,000. Now, it does show you where the entrances are, the scope locations, the actual areas where you can access, the access points. But once you find those, you'll never have to worry about finding them again. They're always going to be there. You can just scope some more. But the model is something that you may want to have. There's like little blue pins, ones on the floor even. Those actually will tell you where those access points are for each route that you're taking. So that's pretty cool, right? I mean, do you have to have it? No, but it will make it easier for you. And you can also purchase the keypad, which is several $100,000 as well, and that'll help you practice. Again, though, if you do certain things in regard to your options of what you're doing, the extras, it will make it easier for you. As you see right here, I'm doing part of the setup. I'm scoping out the casino, and I'm finding what our target is. So far, the target has been either cash or gold. There may be more. We're still getting through all this stuff. But as of right now, the targets are the gold and the cash that I know. If there's anything extra, let us know in the comments down below. All right, so once you get past that little part of your setup, now you have to select an approach. I've already done the aggressive. So once you've done that, it'll lock it out, and you have to choose either the big con or the silent and sneaky. Now, I will have a video later talking about how to complete each one of those, but this is just a general guide of how to operate this and get you set up, all right? So once you select your approach, now you're ready to move on to the prep board, okay? The prep board consists of more mandatory tasks and optional tasks that are directly related to your approach, how you're doing it, aggressive, the big con, or silent and sneaky. And again, with this one, like I said, there's mandatory, which will be notated by the yellow asterisk, and optional. The optionals, you can either buy them or do them, actually complete them, and it will make it easier. On the prep board, you will select your crew. Now, the crew will take a cut. For example, look at the gunmen right here, the weapons. If you choose a poor quality gunman, you'll get poor quality weapons. You have good, and then you also have expert, and you have different types. So one expert may be a 9% cut, another may be a 10. So you pick your crew, which will be related to whatever these are NPCs. They're not actually going to really be helping you in the heist, but they do take money from you. So you could lose up to 30% of your cut because of what you are selecting for your NPC crew. Now, it will make it easier though. So what I would recommend is, maybe get the experts at the beginning just so you can get through these and then find out what you're doing. And again, everything that you can highlight and circle, you can hit the triangle button or whatever it is for Xbox or whatever, and it's an info button. Look at the bottom right corner. See how it says info right there? You hit that and it'll pull up and tell you what you have to do. Right? So, if you're selecting a certain person for the cars or whatever, you'll get poorer quality cars or better, whatever. I don't want to go through all the missions. That'll take forever in the video. Plus, I want you guys to enjoy this. But right now we're doing a prep where we have to steal our getaway vehicles. It's a fun little task or whatever. Rockstar introduced what they call AGL, Artificial Game Lengthener. Now, some of these are very, very mundane and rudimentary and they're boring, but it does stretch it out. But they found a good balance with this heist. It's not too blatantly obvious what they're trying to do. Now, keep in mind, with your getaway vehicles that you take, you can upgrade these, and I strongly recommend that you do. Level 1 is a $10,000 upgrade, and it will give you bulletproof tires. Upgrade 2 is some more things with the motor. Upgrade 3 is everything. It's $25,000 per vehicle. It gives you the performance, the armor, the bulletproof tires. I strongly recommend at the minimum you get the bulletproof tires for your getaway vehicle. Don't be dumb on this, all right? I know a lot of people don't know that, so you just go, once you do that prep mission, then you're able to go there and with the vehicles in your basement and you can modify them in there. It's 25 grand per vehicle for everything, so not that bad. Once you get all of your prep mandatory to do missions done and then whatever optional you want to do, now you're ready to move on to the heist board, the finale board right here. So now we're able to actually select how we're going in, how we're exiting, and your level of compensation. Always go for the highest. As you see right here, I'm able to buy a couple of decoys and a clean getaway vehicle. If you choose to purchase this, which it will help out, I'd recommend getting both of them because they kind of work hand in hand, but you don't need them. And it's only 50 grand for everything combined if you want to go that route. Again though, I would recommend spending the extra money or taking the extra time to acquire as much as you can just to get through the heist. I promise you, if you just go through it bare minimum, it is going to be very difficult. I have failed a lot of times on these to actually, get through them. And then we found out through trial and error what is going to be the best route. So if you're first starting out doing these, give yourself the extra time or spend the extra money to purchase the whatever the optional upgrades are or the setups. You can kind of fast track them. It's 70 grand to purchase the optional missions, and some of them you have to do. You can't just buy them. So once you're ready to launch your heist, you'll invite whoever's helping you. Big shout out to Sergeant Big B. Appreciate your help, man. Thank you very much. You will have your entry disguise, which is going to be the bug star for the big con. That will, then you'll pick your entrance, which in this one it's going to be stuck to the staff lobby. You can select your exit. You select your buyer. Always go for the high level buyer. The high level buyer means that you'll be delivering your sale to the north part of the map out in Paleto Bay or something like that, but you do get a lot more money. If you go to the low level buyer or the mid level, you get less money, but the deliveries will be shorter and a little bit quicker. I recommend just going for the gusto, get the max amount of money, set your cuts. I recommend doing a 60-40 or a 55-45 split because as the host, you do have to pay for some extra stuff. You have to buy the heist. You have to pay for it. It's like 25 grand to launch it for this one and so forth. So whatever you want to do, though, with your team, however you guys want to set that up, I leave that to you. Okay? You're launching the heist. You're ready to go. Once again, I'm not showing you for each approach. I'll have that for a different video. This is just a general kind of guide and tutorial to get you in and get you working on this. All right? So we're in the vaults right here right now. We're opening it up. You take care of your business. And again, guys, don't be frustrated if you fail a few times. You're learning. We're all learning on how to do these. Once you get everything down, you'll bang through these in no time. You'll know exactly what setup missions you have to do, if there's anything optional that you have to buy or whatever. So you have to pay for a little bit up front. Hopefully this guide will help out, and once you get some a few heists under your belt, you'll know exactly what to do and where to go. Which it made it, once we got done with this, we're like, dude, this was so easy. Now that we know how to do it, it's fine, and you can rail through these in no time at all. It's just 2 people, and you can complete these with 2 people, definitely, as you saw we did right here, and you can get some seriously good cash with this. All right, take care of business, drop off to the buyer. As you saw, ours is way up north. Again, no big deal. This takes a few extra minutes and it's worth a couple extra $100,000. And that's it. I mean, it's simply what it is. But it is confusing at first, and it is a little difficult to stick with it, and you guys will knock this out. It gives you a breakdown of what you make right there. If you guys got anything else you want to add, leave it in the comments down below. Thank you so much for coming out to the video. Subscribe to my channel for the illest realest content in the game. Smash that like button. Stay dangerous. See you next one. Peace out. Yeah.